Well, coming to the park, you get to see the real damage everywhere. They got it all piled up. One area, but still bad. Pretty crazy. I know a lot of people in life say stuff like, why me, when certain stuff in life happens to them. Well, this is a prime example of how to, damn, even my favorite tree got hit. This is an example of how trees don't bother nobody. They just sit there and be. However, when certain storms come through, they damage the tree. When it rains or pours, a lot of these beautiful trees that been here for forever, gone. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite trees right here. And as you see, it's blocked off because the top of it is gone. Just folded these trees like they wasn't nothing. So just remember, when you're doing everything right in life and something comes along and it damages you, all you gotta do is start thinking about the poor little trees. And maybe it'll make you feel better. Because technically, these trees didn't ask to get hurt. They didn't ask to be bothered. They didn't ask to be broken. They didn't ask to be planted. They didn't ask to grow. However, even with these trees just sitting there all alone, doing nothing, they were still hit by a storm. So when I try to tell y'all people about being humble, I only walked through one part of this park, but I'm about to walk through the rest and let y'all see it. But you gotta be humble, because when bad things happen in your life, it's no different than when stuff happen in nature. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna use the restroom. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Just hold on tight. All right. So you gotta be humble, because things happen to us in our lives. You know what I'm saying? We had a EF1 tornado come through Old Town East in Columbus, Ohio, which is very rare. They call it a derecho or something like that. God bless y'all. How y'all doing? So this is the aftermath of the tornado that came through and damaged a lot of the trees. It took a lot of trees out. When I tell you it was just a storm full of lightning striking everything, it knocked off people's chimneys and knocked off people's roofs. My day is going all right. How about yours? Some of these trees wasn't affected. You see how that tree right there is leaning to the side. So the tornado came in and did a lot of damage. You know, it definitely took off some people's roofs. It even knocked the whole house off its foundation, where it actually started at. There's a whole house, if you look it up, South Columbus, Ohio, there's a whole house that was picked up and moved off of its foundation. You can see the basement. So it moved the whole entire house. Like the whole house. Lifted it up and moved it over about 2 feet. And this is a very rare, this is a very, very, very rare occasion here in this city. I'm surprised it didn't throw these benches like 200 feet. But if you look at the damage that it did do, you can see that there's plenty of trees down and broken. And just probably still got some electric energy into them. But you see that one right there fell. That, of course, the squirrels are still jumping up there because they're going to have fun no matter what. But very, very, very fine parts of this that has been knocked down. And I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit more. But this is all the debris in the park. As you see right here, right ahead of us. See, that stuff fell all the way down into the water. I ain't gonna go all the way up to it, but I'm just trying to show y'all a couple things that went on during that time. I'm surprised that it left the ribbon flowers there and it didn't knock over the hands. So that's very special. Because that means that them is powerfully in the ground. Because you would have thought it would have whipped that right about the ground. But, you know, it's kind of crazy. And I knew something wasn't right because I was watching a storm from the top floor of the house and the rain was just falling straight down. And then the next thing you know, I see the wind take a updraft and the rain start going sideways. Like the rain was no longer going straight up and down or horizontal no more. It was going straight. So I'm like, oh no, this looked like a hurricane or something. But we don't have that much water around Ohio, so I knew it wasn't a hurricane. So my immediate mind was, oh nah. I never heard of no derecho or whatever this new word is everybody keep on saying. But I know what a tornado is. And if I had to guess, that's exactly what this was. Because if you look at the damage, it's definitely stuff that ain't even fell all the way yet that they gonna have to chop down and get rid of. But you see that enough of it done fell for it to show you how serious it was. And we ain't even done yet. We just going back to the front of the park. We probably only walked through 25% of the park, so of course I ain't gonna walk through the whole thing. But this is just some of the aftermath of that whole shindig. They ain't had the water running in so long. So this park is about to actually lose a lot of people if they don't do something about this water, because this water done got disgusting up here at Franklin Park. And I don't know what's going on with the water pump, but it had waterfalls, and now the waterfalls ain't been on in about a month and a half now. So it's making the park less presentable. This ain't helping it no better. With the water going out and now all these trees is down, this park is starting to look like a lost cause. So if they don't get this together, they've been redoing the inside of the park, inside of the fence, making it look nice. I want a house like this right here. There's some black folks living there too. That house right there is super nice with the little patio on it. Yeah, that joint is beautiful. That come from years of stacking your paper up and doing the right thing. I'm 42. I've been stacking my paper up for stuff like that. Especially when I moved to Thailand. There ain't nothing that we gonna need for. We'll make sure we got everything we need. Get these small businesses going that we gonna get started. Gonna get some some shops there, some massage shops, some scooter rental shops. Start with some food. Our homestays is already in the making of the mind with great ideas coming ahead. So I'm happy about that because they're gonna be some different looking homestays that other people don't have. So we're gonna be able to do a lot with the shit that we got going on right now. It's gonna be pretty nice. So just one step at a time. Just keep doing what we gotta do. Making these strides, saving as much as we possibly can. Oh wait, that tree got knocked all the way down too. But this is what I was talking about. You see these waterfalls right here? They just look nasty now because, ain't no water running. It looked like they might have cut it on a little bit, but I don't know. Still look nasty. More trees down. See that tree all the way over there is on the ground? See, look at this. It's growing grass. This water ain't been running in so long. It's just going empty. But that's just nasty. That don't make nobody want to come here. It's crazy. But yeah, this took a hit. Now this is a special tree right here. This special tree right here, I'm gonna tell y'all should take a picture of this tree. Take a picture of this tree, because both of these trees, you see how these is made, how they all angled, how the branches is all angled upwards. You see that? You see how the tree trunk is kind of like, it's like it seemed like it's twisted. Now look at all these other trees that's just regular trees. They on the ground. Feel me? But this tree right here is something special. I learned that it takes down inflammation. When you sit next to it, it relieves your stress. If you even sit next to it for 15 to 20 minutes. You see this whole tree is down? This is the long bean tree. Whole thing is over. It's done. Feel me? Look, snapped it like it was nothing. It's crazy. You can see the whole inside of this tree. Man. Crazy, right? Yeah. So lightning must have hit this tree. Because that's all bad. Folded that tree like it was nothing. Now over here, this is the same kind of tree I just told y'all didn't fall apart. And this branch didn't come from this tree. It came from this next tree beside it. Yeah. This branch right here hanging off of here don't even go to this tree. Yeah, this is a branch from that tree. So you see this? All three of these same trees, nothing's wrong with them. They still sitting perfectly stable. Look, this is a prime example. This is the tree right across from me. Look at this. You see that? Look at that tree right there. That's the fourth one. All of these is the same kind of trees. See them? Standing the tallest. Ain't none of them fall over. None of them at all. It's like the wind went straight through them. That's how I know it's a special tree. And these all four is the trees that I sit next to when I come and meditate. These are the ones. So you must touch this tree when you find out its power. You see that? I understand. I feel you. I understand your power. I understand your strength. I understand. Unbreakable. That's amazing. All three of them. And I think there's only four over here. I'm about to walk over to the fourth one. It don't have not one branch on the ground. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You see those trees? Take a picture of that tree. Take a screenshot right now so that you can look up and find out what kind of tree that is. Right there. Take a screenshot. That tall one, the one next to it. They all the same tree. None of these trees got branches missing after the tornado. None of these trees fell over after the tornado or during the tornado. Look, it's branches from everything. Look at this. This is the whole tree. Look at that. There ain't nothing but little small pieces of it on the ground. But look at how the tree is structured to sit like this. All the branches. There ain't nothing broke on this tree. See what I'm saying? Now when you look up the health benefits of this tree, you'll find out. Damn, this tree was more powerful than I thought. But this is my meditation tree. Peace. I respect you. I respect your strength. It's something about you. It's something about you that's powerful, deep rooted into the soil, in the soil of the earth. There's something about that tree. It's something about that tree for not none of them to be damaged or fall to the ground. It's something about that tree. Something about that tree. They got health benefits in the bark. They got health benefits in the sap if you just chew on some of it. It has benefits just sitting next to it. A lot of benefits. Beautiful tree. See this? Damaged. See those trees? Branches all over the place. All four of those same trees I just showed you, nothing wrong with them at all. I mean, there's some other trees over here that didn't get bothered neither. But for those to be the particular ones that I actually go sit next to, that's powerful. Very, very, very powerful. This tree was already slanted, so it was probably going against the wind. So that's probably why it stayed up. There ain't no branches off of there neither. So that's pretty interesting. That tree right there got, I'm talking demolished. It's like that turned that tree got like a shoestring. Oh, that person is going down the wrong way on the one way. What a fool. Unless it's an old person, then you gotta give them a pass. But Jesus, man. Look, it ain't nothing but branches and trees everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, nobody ever expected that. Even though it says that we had one before, but it came around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Said that, most people probably slept through it because it only lasted like 4 minutes. And everybody was asleep. Most people in the world, or in the city, I should say. But they said the tornado hit almost in the same area that this one hit. Man, I'm surprised these trash cans even made it. To be honest with you, I think these trash cans would be 9,000 miles down the street. I don't know how they made it out of there. It's wild. This is my walking workout day. Let's get a little walk in. Sweat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Got a little belly on me. So the best thing for you to do is walk. I know they say that you should run. Let your blood get to pumping. Which that's true. But sometimes you just gotta take you a walk. But I'm sure y'all tired of looking at tornado aftermaths. But this is the last tornado video I'm gonna make. And I'm only making this videos because we barely ever get tornadoes in my city. Especially not on the inner city. You might see them in the outer skirts of the city, but not dead smack in the middle of your city. It's very, very, very rare. So, yeah. But I can say in my 42 years of living, I ain't never seen a tornado like that come through my city. Ever. Bad weather and all, I ain't never seen nothing like that. That was something different. I knew it was something different the moment that I looked out the window and seen the shift in the rain from down to sideways. I said, oh no, this ain't no regular storm. Because I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. That our raindrops, almost 99% of the time, drop to the ground, horizontal. What's up, babe? Most of our raindrops go horizontal or they drop straight up and down. So as soon as I looked out the window and seen our raindrops go from going up and down to going straight sideways, I said, oh, hell no. This is not a regular storm. There is something outside. And then I start hearing stuff creaking and breaking and cracking and start hearing noise. And I said, oh, no. Nah, this is definitely more than just... I already knew to get off the top floor of my house. I already knew. Get downstairs and get downstairs now. Because it sounded like the whole top of my house is about to fly off. That's exactly it's what it felt like. It's what it sounded like. Luckily, I shut the window. Because I feel like if I wouldn't have shut that window, there probably would have been like some wind gusts so bad. It would have probably like blew a part of my top floor off. So luckily, I shut the window right on time. Like, soon as it started happening, I shut the window, took the fan out, turned it off, ran my ass downstairs. And, yeah, that's how that happened. So, could have went a whole bunch of different ways, but I guess that's all I can show you. Everything is gone. But that's the end of it's a whole bunch of animals and stuff.